vegetables help your sugar. 7 can help a lot. 3 look healthy, but can send it high if you don't prep them right. Today I'll show you which is which so you stop wasting your glucose on the wrong veggies. No guessing, no guilt, just the ones that work and how to cook the troublemakers so they don't wreck your day. Quick rule book so this makes sense. Glycemic index, or GI, is speed. So how fast a food raises your blood sugar. The glycemic load, or GL, is the glycemic index times the portion. So a small serving of a low GI food is steady. A giant heap can still smack your sugar. Non-starchy vegetables, hint hint, usually sit low on that. But starchy vegetables hit faster and higher, especially in big scoops. So we'll rank the best non-starchy picks and then fix the common starchy problems with the right prep. Yes, your garlicky mashed potatoes can stay if you make them a smarter way. Let's rank the winners. Number 7, green beans. Score 8 out of 10. Green beans are a safe side because you get a lot of food with very few carbs. That keeps the glycemic load low and your blood sugar doesn't jump after the meal. They're in the non-starchy family, so this plays the nicest with diabetes when you need something next to your protein and you're tired. And it's easy, and I honestly like it because you can put it in almost anything, right? If it's almost every holiday dinner, this and that, as long as you don't add like a maple glaze. All right, number 6 on the list, zucchini or summer squash. Score 8.5. Zucchini is mostly water and fiber, so your body breaks it down slowly. It's low glycemic index and very low glycemic load. And because there isn't much digestible starch per bite, you can swap out part of your pasta for zucchini ribbons and the whole meal gets easier on your meter without feeling sad about dinner. And honestly, it's a staple every week for me. I do zucchini bolognese. Number 5, alliums and mushrooms. So onion, garlic, leeks, plus mushrooms score 8.5 out of 10. These vegetables taste good, which means you actually eat more of the good stuff and less starch. In normal portions, they're low in digestible carbs, so the glycemic load stays small. Now, if veggies taste amazing, you'll reach for them first. That alone moves your numbers in the right direction. Number 4, crucifers. Think broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage. They score a 9 out of 10. These are fiber rich and very, very low on the glycemic index. In real life, that means steadier numbers after dinner, better fullness, so you're not hunting snacks an hour later. Roasting them keeps the carbs low and the volume high. So throw a sheet pan in the oven once a week and you're set for the week. Number 3, leafy greens. Think spinach, kale, chard, and romaine. They score a 9 out of 10. Greens are the easiest, yes. Big plate, tiny carbs, plenty of fiber and minerals. They're low on the glycemic index and sometimes not even listed because the carb amount is so small and your meter will absolutely stay calm after meals if you eat these. If you build a real plate around greens, the rest of your choices get so much simpler. All right, number 2, okra. Score 9.5 out of 10. My husband will like this. He's Southern. Okra's viscous fiber acts like a speed bump in your gut. It's slowing how fast the sugar gets in. Quick science receipt so you know I'm not guessing. In 2024, researchers combined several randomized controlled trials in people with diabetes or prediabetes. And when you pool trials like that, also known as a meta-analysis, you get a stronger signal. So across the trials, okra users saw modest drops in fasting and post-meal sugar. And in one pooled look at 6 trials, the A1C dropped about 0.4 of a point on average. That's not a miracle, it's real. So translation, if you like okra, you can get it, it's worth using in normal meals. And I'm not talking about the one at Cracker Barrel, although Cracker Barrel, you know I love you. I have a whole diabetic post on Cracker Barrel, but that's not the one you want. You know what, the fried one. Number 1 on the list. Number 1 on the list is kind of special. My patient actually told me about this. I had never heard of this vegetable until my patient brought it in for me as a gift. So number 1, bitter melon. Score 9.5 out of 10. Bitter melon is low in digestible carbs and may help the body handle sugar better. Recent reviews that pooled many trials found small improvements in blood sugar in people with metabolic problems or type 2 diabetes. So if it's in your stores or in your culture, try it out. So to summarize, these low glycemic index, low glycemic load vegetables keep blood sugar steadier right after you eat. And the better powered reviews on okra and bitter melon show small but real improvements when you add them thoughtfully. Now, 3 trouble spots and fixes that actually help. Hot whip mashed potatoes first. Potatoes are mostly starch, and when they're hot and fluffed without the skin like mashed potatoes, your body turns them into sugar quickly. That's a high glycemic index. The fix is simple and worth it. Cook the potatoes, cool them in the fridge, and then reheat them before eating. See, cooling lets some of the starch change into resistant starch, which your body doesn't turn into sugar as fast. And in human studies, people had a lower after-meal glucose and insulin level when they ate chilled or cooled and reheated potatoes compared to hot ones. So keep your portion to a palm, make them chunky with olive oil, salt, and pepper. The salt and pepper's for taste. The olive oil is to slow the glycemic spike. And then do the reheat trick. Same potato, different outcome. So just because you change the temperature and the texture, that's all it took. Corn next. Big scoops, creamed casseroles. Corn is a starchy vegetable, unfortunately, which means more digestible carbs per bite than non-starchy vegetables like broccoli or spinach or cucumber. Big servings push glycemic loads up, so your numbers climb high even if the glycemic index looks only medium. What is the fix? Shave a little off the cob into a large bowl of non-starchy vegetables. Treat corn like a topping, not the base. This will lower the carbs per bite and keeps the whole plate friendlier. The next one is beets and carrots. Okay, so beets and carrots overall are okay, but the most thing I see that hurts my patients are beet and carrot juices. See, whole beets and carrots can fit, but juicing removes the fiber and makes it easier to drink a lot fast. Without the fiber, the sugar from the veg hits your blood sugar quicker. One randomized trial in people with type 2 diabetes tested concentrated beet juice daily and found no improvements in A1C or other day-to-day measures. And some tiny studies in healthy volunteers showed a softer curve right after beet juice, but that doesn't translate into solid control for diabetes. So I want you to keep it simple. Eat the vegetable, don't drink it. PDF's in the description. If you want the A to Z step-by-step to lower blood sugar and lose the weight for good, join the Diabetes Reversal Method and comment your favorite vegetable below and subscribe.